When William I the Conqueror died in 1087, his eldest son Robert became Duke of Normandy, and William, the middle son, succeeded him on the throne of England. However, there was no land for the youngest son Henry. William II died, and Henry became King of England 3 days later. By 1106, he had defeated his brother Robert and become Duke of Normandy too. Henry I was a peaceful king, but his son and heir died in a shipwreck. He wanted his daughter Matilda to succeed him, but his nephew Stephen claimed the throne. When Henry I died, Stephen had himself crowned. Matilda and her forces fought against Stephen for most of his reign. This period of civil war is called the Anarchy. Finally, when Stephen's son died in 1153, Stephen signed a treaty recognizing Matilda's son Henry as his heir. Matilda's son was Henry II. When Henry II came to the throne in 1154, he was the most powerful monarch in Europe. His kingdom stretched from the Scottish border to the south of France. Henry II was a warrior king and a chivalric hero. During his reign, his main concerns were the insecurity of his French territories and the desire to re-establish the legal order in England. The feudal duty of military service was replaced with a tax known as a scutage. In this way, knights could choose to remain on their land, and the king was able to pay professional soldiers. Then Henry introduced traveling royal judges, who were basically professional lawyers. The law they administrated became known as the common law because it was used everywhere. In other parts of Europe, legal practice was based on the civil law of the Roman Empire and the canon law of the Church. English lawyers created an entirely different system of law based on custom, comparisons of previous cases, and previous decisions. This mixture of experience and custom is the basis of law in England even today. In 1162, Henry appointed one of his favourites, Thomas Becket, to be Archbishop of Canterbury. Thomas tried to assert the independence of church from state, but Henry had the Constitution of Clarendon written. This stated that the king was supreme in civil matters and that all people in England, including the clergy, were subject to the crown. Becket refused to accept the Constitution of Clarendon. This conflict between Becket and the king continued until 29th of December 1170, when Becket was murdered in Canterbury Cathedral by 4 knights claiming to have been sent by the king. He became a martyr and a saint, and pilgrims from all over England and Europe visited his shrine in Canterbury Cathedral. Becket's murder shocked all over Europe, and Henry walked barefoot to Canterbury, where he was flogged by monks at the door of the cathedral to restore his reputation. When Henry II died in 1189, he was succeeded by his son Richard I, known as Richard the Lionheart.